Hello there, and welcome to this month's Big, the Classic and the Indie. This month, it's a Nightmare on Elm Street special. Stay tuned now. Hello and welcome to this month's Big, the Classic and the Indie. And yeah, here we go, a Nightmare on Elm Street review. Now, this film, when it first came out, it was an indie film. Yeah, it was, indie. Also, now it's a big movie and it is a classic. So, just like in the Night of the Living Dead special, here they are, here it is rolled in one. So, A Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's do it. Written and directed by Wes Craven, starring John Saxon, Renee Blakely, Heather Langenkamp, Amanda Ways or something, Nick Corey, Johnny Depp, and of course, not to forget, Robert Englund as the infamous Freddy Krueger. So, this is actually fact-based, yeah. Some people, Wes Craven looked into this and found that some people died in their sleep from some dream thing. I'm not sure, but this is how Wes Craven got the idea for this film. He wrote and directed this, but of course, he only intended it for being a standalone horror. He never expected them to have sequels or anything, and this is probably the only one he has a full involvement with. I think he came back and produced the third movie, but we're not talking about that one right now. We're talking about the first one, the original, that started the whole Nightmare franchise. So this follows a group of teens in Springwood. They start having nightmares of a man with a burnt face and gnarled fingers. And they don't know why he's doing it, what he wants, but it turns out there's a history behind him, that he was a child molesting serial killer known as Freddy Charles Krueger. So, Freddy Krueger, he comes back like many years later when they're teenagers in their dreams to get revenge on them for tattling on him, and like I just said, child molester. And, they all get picked off one by one until Nancy Thompson, played by Heather Langenkamp, decides to stand up to him and face Freddy. So, what did I like about this one? I liked a lot of the kills in it. Probably one of my favourite kills is when a young Johnny Depp, before he was even big, gets swallowed up by the bed and spat out like a volcano. And also, the kill on one of the other teens, Tina, when she gets floating up in the air, her chest ripped open and stuff, killed in her dreams. And also how Freddy became infamously known for the whole boiler house thing in his world, scratching along the pipes like along there. And one look at that shriveled up burnt face is enough to give anyone nightmares. Well, not me, because I've seen far worse since then. So, other likes. I like Robert Englund in this one. I mean, he wasn't as funny or as comedic in this one as all the others, because that was later on in the series when the more they made, the more wackier Freddy got. But in this one, Freddy is evil and demonic, and and I liked his look and everything. I like the little jingle as well, that 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. And that at the time when I first watched it when I was young was creepy to me, but not now though, because I'm well immune to all that. So, my dislikes. Well, Wes Craven originally opted to have a happy ending. So if it had a happy ending, I don't think I would have been too happy, but looking at the ending now, I do like it now because I think it definitely leaves it open for all the sequels to come in the franchise. But that was probably a bit of both. So, other dislikes. Do you know what? There's a lot to... it's really hard to come up with a dislike for this one. Because, it's done by Wes Craven, who... is gone down in history as a legendary horror icon, and God rest his soul. So yeah, this is an enjoyable horror film, a slasher film, and I do recommend it to a lot of people out there. It's a fun ride, and yeah. So yeah, the writing and directing was good. The quality of the picture looked a bit old school 80s, but it was 1984. I think it was on a low budget. I haven't really looked that bit up, but yeah, it was a great film for what they had at the time. So with all that being said, I'm giving A Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm going to give A Nightmare on Elm Street 4 knived fingers out of 5. So that's been my big The Classic and the Indie review rolled into one. So now it's time for the next part, the shout outs, where I recommend Let's go! This month our shout outs go to Amanda McFlander, Halloween Mama, Serena Balbinas or something. I hope I'm pronouncing that one right. I hope I don't butcher it. But yeah, you can check her channel out. And Halloween Happy. Be sure to check out those 4 lovely ladies and tell them that I sent you their way. All their channels are linked down below in the description, so be sure to check them out. And if you like this video from me, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share with your friends, and yeah, let me know what you think to this film, Nightmare on Elm Street, down in the comments. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. All my social media links are down below. So until next time, don't have nightmares.